ladies, but I gotta nurse this hangover because I went crazy last night. I'm sick of 2020. Here's to 2021.
Cheers.
Nothing better than continuing the drinking, am I right?
Hair of the dog. Hair of the dog.
Yes.
New year. Let's kind of wipe the slate clean, hopefully. Right?
Oh, please.
Let's start over and introduce ourselves because we haven't done that in so long.
We just assume everybody knows us. So.
Yeah, I know. Well, yeah, we're pretty popular. Pretty popular.
And if you don't, shame on you.
That's right, you should.
So guys, welcome. I'm Gwen Novak. I'm the chef and owner here at No Time to Cook, where we film, and I'm with my good friend.
I am Nikki Goldstein, and I actually work for a distributor, so I sell all of your wines and your alcohol to you.
Yep.
And thank God for you. On that note, my name is Brooke Brown. I run Batches by Brooke Brown. I'm a professional drinker. I mean, mixologist. My
Same
bad.
thing.
And
Same
restaurant
thing. You get paid.
consultant.
Yes. Yes.
But I'm here because I like to drink.
Yes.
I'm teasing. And these fantastic ladies. And where are we drinking today?
I was going to say,
Might I ask?
we are still at No Time to Cook, but where are we?
Right, so we are
Here.
outdoors in our brand new igloos.
Yes, and warm.
This is so warm.
Warm.
Isn't this fun?
I mean, no coats, and
Yeah.
it's
January.
really cold out.
So, you know, COVID has sort of changed the way we do business, and
We've
we're-
adapted.
So we thought, let's move this party outdoors in the wintertime. My husband and I were at the Watergate last November, a year ago, last November, right? And outside of their whiskey bar, they had these gorgeous igloos, they called them.
Love
And
it.
I just thought that was the neatest thing, but never gave it a second thought. When are you gonna? Who needs an igloo?
Right.
Well, COVID means we need an igloo.
We need
right?
an igloo.
Yeah, so we bought a couple of these, and they're here on the beach. They're fully out. We blinged them out, as you can see, with
I'm not
Yes.
blankets.
sure if everybody can see out, but we're right off the water.
Yes.
Oh my
We
gosh,
have the
it's
boats
absolutely
behind
beautiful.
us. So you have a beautiful view, because you're still, I mean, it's clear, so you have a beautiful
Yep.
view, but you're nice and warm, and like I said, you've got these.
We have blankets and pillows and
Yes.
candles and a little carpet. So hand sanitizer. Yeah. So we're offering seatings in the igloo, 90 minutes, up to 6 people
Awesome.
on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sundays.
Yes.
So we're gonna do small plates in here. It's a limited menu of like 8 really phenomenal hors d'oeuvres.
Oh, wow.
And then we'll have bar side service here in the igloo, and we'll also have it available for special occasions. So
Oh,
we'll
And
see what
more
we just
sunsets.
we just did
or-
New Year's Eve, but Valentine's Day is coming up.
That's
Yes.
We'll have some special packages for
You
that.
can do the sunset, you can do midday drinking, morning drinking, we don't judge.
No. Hey,
It's
there
all
is morning
purpose.
wine. There is morning wine. Not mimosas, but
Yeah.
in Italy they actually have wine that you drink with breakfast because it tastes better with your eggs, and you know they're very heavy into the
I'm
eggs and the
moving.
meat type breakfast.
I knew I loved Italy.
Italians are my people, I'm out.
And I love it when we would do tastings at different winery, they would be like, just so you know, this is only for morning. They're like,
Oh,
well,
it's
all right.
only morning breakfast wine.
God
I'm
forbid you drink at midday, you're a
right?
sinner.
That's totally different wine. Totally different wine.
Speaking of wine, what are we drinking here right now, Nick?
This is phenomenal.
This is so good. This is one of my new favorites, and we just haven't had a chance to talk about it on WineThyme. But we are drinking, for those who are familiar with Jaylor. Jaylor, of course, is a big staple. It's just been a phenomenal hit throughout the United States. It just kind of exploded. This is their new red blend. It's called Pure Paso, and I don't know if you want to feel the bottle, but it has a nice little etching.
Ooh, it
Yeah.
does.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But the price on this thing is just
I love it.
ridiculously cheap
Oh,
for,
wow.
for what you're getting. And this is a beautiful red blend out of Paso Robles.
This
Paso
has
Robles
some weight.
in California. Yeah, it's a heavy bottle.
Can I guess 26 a bottle?
You're less.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So you are again. This is Paso Robles is like the big up and coming area
Yes.
because of all the fires in Napa and Sonoma. People are looking at other places just because they're trying to seek out other areas
Right.
if they can't get their favorite that's available
Right.
because that vintage is no longer there
Yeah.
for fire. So that's why Paso Robles really exploded, and you're going to start seeing wines that are in those. They already have some that are like $100, $200 bottles, which you never used to hear of before in Central
Right.
California.
Right.
So enjoy their red blend.
It's really lovely.
It's majority is cab, so yeah,
Made
you're
in the
really
USA.
made in
Cheers to that.
Yes. It kind of has a what's a cedar like smell to it.
You know what's funny is I find that with a lot of just Paso Robles cab.
Yeah.
And the nice thing I want to say, now I visited Jaylor Vineyards. You will not meet nicer people than they are. Just down to earth, salt of the earth people. Most vineyards will not let you pull a grape off and taste it. They really don't want you messing with.
Yeah.
Don't touch them.
Right.
Jaylor is like, pull that grape off. Just go ahead and pull it.
Get
eat
up in
it.
there.
Well, and they want you to taste it because it tastes just like the wine that you're drinking. And
Well, they're very proud of their product. then.
they are very proud. But when you do taste it, you're just like, this is amazing. It's
Right.
this is what I'm getting in the wine, which is what you want.
Absolutely.
Right.
That's
So-
impressive.
Yeah.
Love it.
Now this is a blend, you said?
It's a blend, but it's
of-
the majority's cab.
Okay.
Sounds like we need to make a trip.
Yeah.
Pick some
Yes.
grapes.
Right?
Yep.
Drink 10 more. What?
Please, COVID be done.
I was going to say, here's hoping 2021 allows travel again. I miss
Yes.
travel.
Because we definitely want to go to some places.
Yes.
That is for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's sad that we've, been filming here, but we've been fortunate enough that Gwen has had such interesting things happen
Yes.
that we have had the ability to film here and do some fun stuff. Like, this is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I love it.
I love this thing.
And I do. I love it. Might find me camping here one night.
All right. Well, ladies, again,
Cheers.
to the passing of 2020 and the advent of 2021.
Amen. Whew. I
That's
will
good.
say we are able to shake things up in 2021. So on that note, today I'm going to be making some stuff, and before you get to what we're going to be pairing it with, I figured what is more fun than having, in midst of winter, you want to get warm, right?
Yes.
So bourbon, baby, that is how you get warm. At least in my household, that is how you get warm. On that note, we talked about how this wine has a great cedar taste. One of my favorite things to use is a cedar plank to smoke cocktails. So of course, we got to start the new year off with a bang.
I love it.
We're gonna light
I love when
this
she
bad
starts
boy.
lighting
I
stuff
know.
and burning them.
Me too.
Now, I'm like testing this table out, Gwen.
You
for
know,
the
and
first
that-
time.
yeah, I was
I'm
just
kidding.
noticing that.
Yeah, no.
I'm kidding.
How
We're good.
deep
We're
is
good.
that
We're
wicked?
safe.
You know what's
All
fun
right.
though? This is the kind of thing, not just like wine and the igloo and the different cocktails, but different things that you can do in this. It's going to be a long winter. Let's just face it. It already has been, and it's going to continue to be a long winter. So having fun things like this, it may sound crazy in your home, but at least it's not just Monday night opening the bourbon
Who
and
knows?
drinking.
Maybe you can find me in no time. Maybe I'll stop by to smoke people some drinks.
There you go.
In the igloo and join them.
There you go.
It's never without. Okay, so it's 2021. We're not drinking lightly this year. We saw what 2020 made us do, so I figured go big or go home.
That's right.
Oh my
And-
goodness.
Good choice in bourbon.
Bullet bourbon is fantastic.
For making cocktails, that thing is
And it's
perfect.
What I like about it is not too high, not too low. It's got that right in between cost. Obviously, this is. I found this for $50. You can't beat that. This is huge.
Yeah,
this is a
and-
handle.
Yeah.
So
honestly, that to me just sounds like a 1 month supply. For some people, it's 1 week, 2 days.
But you know, Bullet, we've been doing a lot of
Don't
bourbon
judge me.
dinners around here, and Bullet is our go-to for
Mhm.
cocktails. But because it is also lovely to just drink
It
on
is.
its own too.
It is.
It
Yes.
has lovely cherry notes, but it has a little bit that's rye forward too,
Yeah.
so it's got a little bit of
And
spice going on with it.
I like it by itself, but it's also one of those that it's not too high in the price point to where you're like,
I can't make
why
a
am I
cocktail with
mixing
that.
it? Right.
Yeah, I can't make
There-
a cocktail with that.
There's bourbon where you go,
Yeah.
listen, you
But-
should not be mixing it. If you mix anything over, honestly, $40, shame on you.
Yeah. Well, and then you also have some of those bourbons that are like really inexpensive value options that frankly do not add to your cocktail. You want them to
Yeah.
add to the flavor of your cocktail.
Absolutely. And what we're doing here is we're going to be doing 2 ounces of bourbon. Obviously, I'm making multiple drinks. It is the new year, so the only true sugars we're going to be enjoying today is in the bourbon itself. I have this skinny syrups, hazelnut.
Look at you.
I don't know. This actually got accidentally mailed to me, and I was like, let me try this, and it worked out better than the recipe I came up with. So isn't that a win?
There you go.
We're going to be doing chocolate bitters, 3 dashes. 1, 2, 3.
Ooh.
And now some people are very polite with the bitters. I chuck it right in there because no patience.
Is that with all bitters or just certain flavors?
all?
Okay.
I do it all that way.
So that book I was telling you I was reading, Brooke, about Behind the Menu or
Tell
something.
me what they said.
So there's this mixologist, I think he's in New York, and he is super psycho about his dash of bitters because he goes, how there's
believe
no consistent dash.
Condensation is
So he actually constructed his own sort of tip to put on his bottles.
Oh, really?
So
I
that
believe
it was measured dash
Perfectly.
how much came out.
And
So he
some
knew
people do
every
a
time.
dropper.
Mhm.
They're very precise.
Yeah.
If you get really good, expensive bitters, they're going to come with a dropper.
Yeah.
And you know, bitters are not cheap. This was probably $15.
You're right.
But that'll take a few years to
Yeah.
go through.
Yeah.
Well,
Depending
for
on
January COVID.
if I'm locked down, then it's not going to take
Yeah.
long.
And could you tell them what bitters do, what they bring to a cocktail?
Aroma.
Yeah.
And that sounds so silly. A lot of people are like, can I drink it straight? No. Please, Lord have mercy. You're just going to get a stomachache. It's great for stomach aches in a Sprite. However, you're never going to have bitters
Nurse Brooke.
by itself. I'm a certified doctor as well. Just kidding. No.
Just plays one on TV.
Just plays one on TV.
That's right. So what it's going to do is add aroma. So I added in sugar-free hazelnut and bourbon, but what it's going to do is this chocolate bitters is going to come in and give a little bit of profile to chocolate, but it's going to have a bitter aftertaste to it. So it takes that hazelnut, although it's sugar-free, it is still very sweet. It's going to take that profile down, but also add that chocolatey note in there, which I like. I don't like sweet drinks, and this one is actually going to be on the sweeter side, but I like how it turns out. So on that note, the quickest thing you got to do here, and where's my torture can under my leg? We're going to do that I do too aggressively. These are nice cups.
They too big.
Yep.
Oh.
That's okay. Showbiz, baby. We pass it in. We don't
Behind
need
the camera.
Where's that right? Behind the scenes. And
torching going
the
on.
end of this, so we smoke it with cedar, and we're gonna light this little bad boy on fire. Ooh. I love a roasted marshmallow, so we're gonna call this Fire Up Some More Bourbon. Fantastic. And I will take the small one.
Also, another fun party game. Just make up the name of your own drink.
Yeah,
Right?
fire
Just-
up some more bourbon. S'more, get it? S'mores?
We get.
I hope you guys
See
are
what you
laughing
did
at
there.
home. I'm hilarious, please. Just, find me on Netflix, the next comedy edition. Just
So you know the other thing that the book said that guy adds to every one of his cocktails is he makes, in addition to simple syrup solution, he makes a saline solution. And he adds a drop or two, incredibly measured, of saline to his cocktails. The theory is that it intensifies, like it does with food, salt
Yeah.
is a flavor enhancer, that it
There
intensifies
we
the
go.
flavor of the
Oh.
ingredients in the drink. Thanks.
Oh. The wine goes down. I always get nervous lighting the marshmallow because sometimes the stick goes on fire. I'm not going to deny that. But cheers to this. And this is,
Alright, so do we eat the marshmallow? Do we drop it in here?
Okay, so dropping it in there is going to have a soggy marshmallow. Taking a bite and sipping it's going to have a different profile versus just sipping it by itself. And I love a burnt marshmallow. Oh my God.
That is delicious.
I don't like marshmallows unless they're burnt.
I want them
It's a
black.
textural thing.
Same.
I don't like a
I
plain
want 'em-
marshmallow.
I also like the charcoaliness on it.
Yeah.
My husband does not.
Okay, I can't say that I won't just eat a plain marshmallow because I will. I had some for breakfast. I can't lie.
Well, and Rice Krispies.
Yum.
Yeah.
That's a whole other story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're good.
So we have to, since we're kind of outdoors and glamping
We're having our
here,
marshmallow.
because
They are
really
glamping.
you can't consider bourbon in a heated tent with like fluffy pillows camping. So yeah. Oh,
We're definitely
glamping.
It's the only way I camp, so it's
I
okay.
thought, me too. That and like the
Yeah.
Holiday Inn at the Hilton.
Yeah, exactly.
So I made you guys some of our sweet and spicy popcorn from the first cookbook, or people call it popcorn crack. Yeah.
This is
so
crack.
It's
This
popcorn.
is crack.
Okay, we pop. You can do it in the bag if you want, but I just did it on the stovetop.
Mm-hmm.
And then add a half a stick of butter. It's 1 cup of popcorn,
Okay.
half a stick of butter, 1/4 cup of brown sugar, a teaspoon of chipotle pepper, and a liberal amount of salt. And just get in there and melt all that, and then pour it over top,
This is
and
so
then
good.
get your gloved
Yum.
hands in there and mix it up. Isn't it good?
This is so good.
Because it hits on sweet and spicy and salty and all of those elements.
And crack.
That's why it's addictive, because
the secret
it's
ingredient.
everything you love.
Sprinkled on top.
But the brown sugar and the chipotle are really good with the bourbon. I
Yep.
love-
Yep, it actually tastes really good with it. And the thing with this drink is, I used half an ounce of the sugar-free hazelnut, 2 ounces of the bourbon, 3 dashes of chocolate bitters. But if you taste it and it's too sweet, you can add more bourbon to it, and it gives you a little bit stronger taste.
Yep.
So,
Which I like. I'm not really big into the whole sweet cocktails.
no, I like the
But I do like
the
this
deeper
one.
wines. I like the deeper cocktails. I don't go for the sweeter.
Yes, I agree.
can if you have a food that
Of
counteracts
course, of course.
Right.
But, alright, people are home. And they are sitting doing nothing again because we are probably locked down.
Yes.
Different drinks, different foods, different cocktails, or different wines. So we're each going to name something that we think is a good idea for people who are just sitting at home and bored. Alright. Gwen, an easy, fun something. Do you need more time?
to cook, to eat.
To cook, to eat, or it's just something fun that's different that gets you out of the norm. That's not sourdough starter.
Oh
That
my
was
gosh.
quite the rage last winter, wasn't it?
Well, I
Yeah.
tried it. It didn't last. I came and bought it from you.
Quick and easy.
Mhm.
You know, I'm not thinking of anything right off the top of my head except there's this great new cookbook out called One Pot Supreme.
Yes.
I don't know about you guys, but even I get into these ruts of doing the same
Right.
old, same old.
Because it's easy.
It is, exactly. And the new cookbook is arranged by season, so it's winter, go right to the winter section. And then it's broken down by, you know, paninis and soups and stews, and then it also is broken down by chicken, beef, pork, lamb, vegetarian. So
Well,
it's
and
really easy to find something
my
different.
daughter did make your
The vegetarian chili.
Yes, and
yeah.
you know, she's not a big cook. She does like it, but she's pretty new.
Yeah.
She made it. It was really fantastic. It was so easy for her too, and that
Love
was really
that.
good. But the idea that my daughter could do it and I wasn't relied on to do it was
Right.
kind of fun for me.
Yep.
And it was also fun that, you know, she and I were in the kitchen kind of together and talking, and so that was just
Yeah.
something different that we
Yeah.
don't normally do. So I'm going to say that there are a lot of wines out there that people don't realize, price point wise, you know, you think like, oh, I can't get a $15 wine because that's not going to be very good, or I think
False.
people should just try stuff.
Right.
You know, you're stuck. I also know most of your stores offer discounts at 6 bottles or more. So get it. I mean, you know you're home. Just get them all at once.
Yep.
I mean, if you can afford to, get them all at once. Get the 6 bottles. Get something you don't normally try, and get a different varietal.
Yes.
Because
I agree.
so many times people are like, oh, well, I know I like Chardonnay. But have you ever tried, you know, maybe people haven't tried the Sauv Blanc yet. They're not sure if they're going to like
Hey,
it.
you showed me a great rosé that I like, so
Right.
and I was not a fan.
Again, maybe you don't like rosé, and you try a different one, and ask your stores. But I just want to challenge people to try to go out of their norm.
I agree.
And then there's also fun things like you always see, you know, when it snows and people put the rosé in the snow pile to
Yeah.
chill it real fast. And different
Yes.
creative things, but just like think outside the box a little bit, and that you can make things fun. We've had so many cocktails with wine.
Yes.
You can make wine cocktails. You can try your own
Course.
cocktail. You know, maybe take a little prosecco or a brut that again that you know, Freixenet brut was so inexpensive that you can just top it off of any cocktail.
Or try your favorite cocktail and change up the bitters you use. That could be something too.
That would be fun.
Not every time will it turn out great, but sometimes it will. Like Bloody Marys, you could use chili peppers and things like that. They have a
Yeah.
bunch. When I say they have a lot of bitters out there, and you can go on Amazon,
Yeah.
order to your front door, whatever, if you don't want to leave your house. They have chocolate bitters. They have walnut bitters. I mean, you name it, they have it. It's insane the amount they have. So I would say being different on that.
Yeah,
Learning how to make your own simple syrups based on what you have in your house.
that would be fun.
Yes, lavender is one of my favorites to do.
Well, and what's in season? You know,
And
because
cardamom, that's a great one.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, you don't think of things like that. You don't think of what you have
Ginger.
that's in your house or in your grocery store, like ginger, because you always have
Ginger's a
ginger
really
in the
good
grocery
one.
store.
Right.
So that would just be fun to kind of experiment with a cocktail with
Exactly.
ginger.
Stuck
Kinda like
at
same thing with
home?
food.
we are telling you to drink and eat.
New year. Try new
Yeah,
things.
New year, new me.
Forget the stupid skinny wines and cocktails. They're. I mean, it's great that you have
Enjoy
the
your life.
hazelnut, but yeah,
Right?
Enjoy your life.
live it. What are you gonna do?
It's short. On that note, ladies, I'm going to tell them to like.
Subscribe.
And share.
Oh, we did it that time too.
Nailed it.
Let's get so good at
2021.
this.
It's
so
our year.
good, so good at this.
And come hang out with us in the igloo.
Yes, definitely.
Until next
Cheers.
month. Cheers.
Cheers.